Feast of Harvest is the last of the 7 ordained festivals. These festivals were made so that we can give praise and thanks to God. This festival is referred to in the Bible as the Feast of Tabernacles. The 4 major elements of the Feast of Tabernacles are 1. Offering praise for the law to God. 2. Offering prosperity, giving to others in need, to God. 3. Offering of joy to God. And 4. Offering of appreciation for the tabernacle to God. The first element of the Feast of Tabernacles, offering of praise for the Torah, our law, to God, is summarized up in the first 5 books of the Bible. As Miss Gwen said on Saturday, the Jewish people during the festival would read the Torah every day. Sometimes they would do it for up a half a day. These commandments I give to you today These commandments I give to you today are to be upon your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home, when you are walking along the road, and when you lie down and when you get up. Tie them as symbols on your hands and bind them on your foreheads. Write out them on your door frames of your houses and on your gates. Deuteronomy 6:6-9. The second element of the Feast of Harvest, offering prosperity to God, is important. Like Miss Gwen says, no matter how small your offering is, if you are truly righteous, God will know that you love him. This element is about sharing and being kind to one another. For in Acts it states the exact thing. All the believers were one in heart and mind. No one claimed that any of his possessions were his own, but they shared everything and had everything they had. Acts 4:32. The third element, offering of joy to God, is commanded in Deuteronomy 3-14. Celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days. After you have gathered the produce of your threshing floor and winepress, be joyful at your feast, you, your sons and daughters, your maidservants, your menservants, and Levites, the aliens and fatherless, and widows who live in your town. This element helps you be happy, and everyone can do this. If they couldn't, God would not have told us to do it. The fourth and final element is appreciation for the tabernacle to God. The tabernacle is a shelter that the Jews stayed in Nehemiah 18:15-16. It describes the actions and steps the Jews took to build the tabernacles or booths. Go out into the hill country, bring back branches from olive and wild olive trees, and from myrtles, palms, and shade trees, to make booths, as it is written. So the people went out and bought back branches and made themselves booths on their own roofs, in their country yards, in the square by the water fountain, and one by the gate of Ephraim. The Feast of Tabernacles is my favorite festival out of all 7 ordained festivals. During the days of awe, it is testing, but then when you get through the testing and the festival is here, you feel better. This is because we get to be around saints and help us stay focused on God, and we are closer to God. Praise God. Yay!